I went searching for the most obscure monsters in horror movie history that many general audiences have not heard of. I'm not going to be talking about the xenomorphs in this video. I'm not going to be talking about Godzilla or Kong or The Thing or the Yaoja. I'm not going to be talking about werewolves and vampires. And no, I'm not going to be talking about Calvin. I've made multiple videos on Calvin, my boy from life. We're going to go with creatures that I don't think many of you have heard of. Some of you have. I have a movie audience, so most of you have probably heard of at least 2 or 3 of these. But I made a list of the more obscure ones that'll make you shit yourself. Shit bricks. These are the ones that you don't... Xenomorphs are cool to me. They're not scary. But some of these, I don't want them existing in the same realm as me, alright? We're going to get to honorable mentions. We're getting right down to it. Honorable mentions. The kaiju from The Host. This mutated, dilapidated being that comes from the ocean and starts eating people. If you've seen The Host, you know what I'm talking about. The parasitic alien from Sputnik. This creature that chooses a host, goes inside of it through the mouth, lays inside of it, literally lays inside of your body through your mouth and feeds on your fear chemicals, your cortisol, before coming out and starting to eat flesh and fuck humans up. The clown. In this movie's lore, the clown, or the concept, the human concept of a clown, originates from a demon, a demonic entity in a cave that would eat children. So this guy wears the clown's remains that are basically an ancient clown suit that he wears for his son's birthday, and it turns him more and more into this demonic entity that's ancient. Very interesting take on the clown. The Bear from Annihilation. It's a movie about this alien entity called the Shimmer that starts to refract and merge things together while it consumes everything around it. So basically humans can turn into flowers, crocodiles can turn into weird hybrids. This bear has multiple sets of DNA inside it, including human vocal cords. So when it comes around and it wants to lure prey out, it speaks or screams, it whispers like a victim. It's eaten, only for it to kill everybody in its path. It's fucking terrifying. If you've seen this movie, the bear don't fuck around. Okay, now we're getting right down to the list. The softcore ones. The ones that, this is foreplay, we're touching and playing here, okay? Pumpkinhead! I believe that Pumpkinhead is one of the, and a lot of you have probably heard of this, but he's obscure and underrated as shit. And he's one of the coolest concepts ever in all of horror. A father's kid gets accidentally killed by a couple of moron teenagers, and he decides to enlist a witch to summon a beast of vengeance. Pumpkinhead is this demonic entity that will get revenge and kill the people that you want it to, but you as the host of this being, who has made a deal, are linked to this creature. So whenever it kills people, you can feel their fear and their pain. You can feel what they feel. So this guy's like, oh my god. He has to find a way to stop this creature from doing what he set it out to do. It's such a fucking cool concept, man. The god entity from The Ritual, also known as the son of Loki. Basically, these mofos go into a forest that they can't escape. It's like Blair Witch shit. They can't get out of it, they don't know where they are, and it all leads them to basically confront a cult that worships this god, this being, this deity that's been there forever. And this deity can control and manipulate the forest. As soon as they leave this area of the forest, they're good. But while they're in it, they are confronted with this being that kills people and lays them on top of trees, for fuck's sake. And it looks like this. It has one of the coolest designs I've ever seen in a movie for a god of any kind. It's one of the scariest gods ever. I made a whole video on it. The Nogutsunie from Teen Wolf. Yes, I am referencing Teen Wolf here because it has some very cool creature concepts in it, right? The Kitsune is a fox spirit, and beings who are Kitsunes, they get stronger as they age. But the dark version of a Kitsune is a Nogitsune, the Void Kitsune, a demonic entity that seeks to cause chaos and destruction. And basically, it can embody a fly that goes inside of people, and from there he can possess them. So even if that vessel that he's possessed is killed, as long as a fly escapes, he is free to cause havoc and rain terror. And my goodness, when he's possessing somebody and he shows his sadistic personality, he is pure evil. It is fucking awesome! It's one of the coolest concepts from the show. Alright, now these are the ones where I'm like, alright, get the fuck out of here. Get out of my face! If you've seen a movie called Society, you know where I'm about to go with this. I might make a whole video on this movie, but Society tells a story of what happens behind the scenes with the elites. What do they get up to? What's really under that underbelly of aristocratic materialism that they show off? Well, basically, in this movie, we have a group of elites that does something very interesting towards the third act. They reveal their true natures. You see, they are a product of a perfect breeding that's happened for a fuck ton of time. And basically, these are human mutants that I can't even show most of it because YouTube will demonetize me, but they basically have an orgy of flesh and mutations at the end of this film. And it is some of the most disgusting shit I've ever seen in my life. It's terrifying. This, I believe, if Hollywood ever wants to remake anything, and they'll ruin it, but this could be a very good thing to remake. For people who haven't seen this movie, if you expose them to a reboot of this, you're about to traumatize an entire generation of people. The human mutants in this are fucked. And there's a theory that they're actually Cenobites. A form of Cenobites from Hellraiser. Somebody in my Discord brought this up. Very interesting. Molasar from The Keep. One of the darkest, most powerful demons ever. This is like the Thanos of the 80s, in my opinion, of 80s horror. Alright, basically a bunch of Nazis opened a keep that was sealed by divine powers to keep this ancient evil in. Molasar is a demon that... and he's not an ordinary demon, mind you. He's like a being that's existed... he's predated everything. Humanity, all that. He's like a Lovecraftian force. That's what I love about him. He basically seduces people to evil. He falsely promises many other protagonists that he'll help them destroy the Nazis and save the world. But the problem is he is just as much, if not worse, as a destructive force than they are. This ain't a regular demon, like I said. This ain't a biblical demon, no. This is a being that's existed forever and you don't even know what he is. That's what's so great about him. He is Lovecraftian. He's awesome. Watch The Keep. The parasitic alien from the autopsy in Guillermo del Toro's Cabinet of Curiosities. I've seen a lot. I'm an alien guy, okay? I'm a connoisseur of alien films. And I've seen a lot of parasitic aliens. None as creepy as this. Basically, this dude goes in to perform an autopsy on this dead corpse that seemingly blew up a mine shaft of people with some alien bomb. And on examining these corpses, all these corpses that have died, one of them sprouts up, almost like he's been possessed, and can walk towards him. And out of him sprouts this thing, this creature that can go inside of you and control you, a parasitic being that's existed for, I don't know, how many years. He goes on to different planets to sit inside of hosts. And he can talk to you. He has an orgasm when he possesses you while he kills people in your body. Yeah. And our main character has to basically destroy all of his own senses to trap this being in a prison of the host body. It's really disturbing and is a fucking awesome concept. Now this is the hell no. I'm brushing through a lot of these because I made several videos on some of these beings, okay? The tentacle alien from The Untamed is fucked. For more reasons than one. Basically, the people who are lonely and suffering in this film basically go to this barn and have sex with a tentacle alien who violates and fucks them like this. Is this picture showing any nudity? Okay, I think I covered my bases here. Basically, you get fucked by a tentacle alien, and sometimes this alien will be slightly more aggressive. This alien might actually kill you or stab you with one of its tentacles and brutally murder you. People start dropping like flies after fucking this alien enough, and it's terrifying because you don't even know what happens. They've been killed off screen brutally. Some of them get badly destroyed by this alien too. This alien that gives you so much, it's like a drug. He gives you so much euphoria and pleasure, and then all of a sudden he starts getting very aggressive and violent with people. Very disturbing film. The Viewing. Another episode from Guillermo del Toro's Cabinet of Curiosities. Basically, a rich billionaire invites a couple of people to party with him. And basically they sit down and he wants to show them something very interesting. He selected them all for this purpose. He has basically an asteroid that came from space. This ancient extraterrestrial thing. And when they all surround it to observe it, a mold of disgustingness comes out of it. I would never touch this thing if I was them. Half of these characters have like room temperature IQ, of course. This creature, and this is the best episode of the show in my opinion, basically they try to touch this creature and it gives them a form of pleasure at first. And then it starts like statically fucking with their eyes and like electrocuting some of them. And then it just straight up, after giving them pleasure, starts melting these mofos. Oh fuck, I'm gonna get demonetized. I have to edit this. And then the mold, this mold of disgustingness will come onto one host and get on top of it. And basically it's revealed that it's a symbiote. Except it's 10 times more terrifying than the concept of venom. It'll basically latch onto you like a symbiote and you're fucked. You're done. There's no like symbiotic relationship where both of you get to no. You are the host for this alien permanently, and it walks out ready to take control of the entire environment around it, the entire biosphere, like Calvin or the Thing. Terrifying concept. I love this concept. This is one of the most disgustingly scary alien symbiotes of all time. All right, these are the final ones. I want to stop making this list now. This is the fuck this list now, okay? The alien from Zygote. Basically, if you've seen Dead Space, you know what this is. I made a whole video on this. I call this God's wrath because I truly believe this is like God's punishment for humanity losing their humanity and voyaging in space and doing shit that just makes no sense, okay? Basically, Dakota Fanning is stuck on this station with this creature. Basically, a crystal causes people to go crazy, and then the corpses all amalgamate into one being with multiple limbs. This thing that makes a sound while running after you. Nightmare fuel. That is nightmare fuel. It's one of the most depraved, disgusting concepts for an alien ever, and it's fucking awesome. The One. I don't like this film that much, but the creatures in it traumatized me. Arcadian. These creatures, in and of itself, they don't look like that great. They look like rip-off of the Quiet Place aliens, right? But they're far different entirely. Arcadian is a film with Nicolas Cage. I think this movie's meh. It's very mid. I don't even like it that much. But the aliens in it are fucked. Basically, yeah, look at that for a minute. These creatures have like a camouflage face, and then they open up their face to reveal another face! They're basically like this mammal... I can't even look at this thing, man. This mammal-insect hybrid with doll eyes. And within that face is another face too, by the way. Basically, they do this... They'll snap their teeth like this. Almost like they're communicating with each other, or they're trying to roar at you. And they're not the most powerful aliens ever. I'm not saying that, but my god. They will get on top of each other and hunt in packs like this. They'll create a wheel. Like a hamster wheel of each other. And it looks really funny and weird until you start seeing one of these creatures confront a human. And you see what they do to certain humans. There is a scene, man. Oh my god. There's a scene where one of them jumps on this woman, the mother of one of the main characters, okay? And it starts doing... And you don't know what the fuck they're even doing, but you know, it's just very disturbing when they do that. That sound that they make is disgusting. Then this creature wraps around her like a sack and opens up its abdomen. Its abdomen opens up and spills like fluid on her. And then her daughter walks in to see what's happening. And basically, I don't even know what this is. This creature is like... He's like... dissolving her or eating her through his abdomen while he's wrapped around her like a sack, and his face is like this while his whole body's wrapped around her. It's disturbing and disgusting as hell. It's one of the most terrifying concepts for any creatures. The worst part is you don't even know where they come from. You think they're aliens, but the movie doesn't verify this. There's a cataclysmic event that's turned the world post-apocalyptic, and these creatures are the apex predators now. And you don't know what they are. You know infinitely less about them than you know about the Quiet Place aliens. I'm telling you, man, this is one of the most terrifying concepts for a monster I've ever seen in my life. It's disgusting. It can go from like being funny looking at times to like weirdly disturbing. That's the worst part about them. With some creatures, you're like, oh, that's just terrifying, or oh, that's not terrifying at all. With this one, you're like, what is that? That's funny. And then, like, oh god, that's what I'm talking about. That's the feeling I'm talking about here with Arcadian. Those disgusting fucking monsters ever, man. I'm done talking about this shit. Goodbye. Ladies and gentlemen, we are on a mission to take over Hollywood. But the army must keep growing. If you want to suggest video topics to me, or talk about your favorite movies or favorite film theories in a community with like-minded individuals, join the Zafy Discord now. Link is in the description and the comment section as well. Join us. This movement is just beginning. We're taking over Hollywood, one coke line at a time.